Hi, welcome. In this video, I want to take a couple minutes to respond to a certain narrative that's out in the dog training community. And I'm not going to mention names in this video because this is something where this is a fairly common type of response by those who are marketing this lie, okay, on social media that training is a learning-based exercise, that it does not follow the path of a intervention. It does not shine the spotlight on the relationship by way of the owner's role the right way. It does not bring the core ingredients in, as I talk about, define it through a process. And it leaves the door completely wide open, okay, to dogs continuing to hold control in the relationship, perceptions not changing, bad things happening, dog owners getting bitten, trainers getting bitten, all the dogs being destroyed as a result of an unresolved relationship problem, and this counterfeit picture, okay, that's being set in motion by way of these trainers who say that very thing, that basically, why is it that, there's individuals out there being negative, that are saying the things they're saying about what other trainers are doing, and just basically, not minding their own business. And you hear all of this on social media. But here's my response to all that, okay? And this is the thing about, helping, okay? Truly caring about dogs and owners. And just looking at the state of the dog training world. The dog training world is a complete train wreck. I had a lady here just recently when I was helping out during her first session, in tears, shattered, crying, as a result of just being so frustrated, going on social media, looking for information, and she's in a bind, in a mess. And thankful that she found me. And I'm not just saying it to market myself, but just thankful that she's actually has a chance, okay? And I don't say a chance, but she's doing really well. And that's the point, okay? And meanwhile, again, you have these trainers out there who are just, all they care about is themselves. They don't really care about dogs. See, that's the thing. And these same trainers are going on about being negative. Well, here's my response to that. A lie is negative, okay? A lie might feel good, okay? And a lie can offer false hope and comfort, but the wrong way, okay? And all these dogs and owners are being put in a really bad position. And don't get me wrong, this is a human problem, okay? This has been going on since the beginning. And so my response to all these trainers is I'm going to continue to talk about the lie, even if I'm the only voice out there talking about it. And don't get me wrong, this isn't a popular message. I basically bottom out in terms of support and views and likes, and that's just the way that it is. But that's not going to change the message. That's not going to change what I have to say. That's not going to change any of it. The dog training community is a complete train wreck, and this is so massive. Understand, there's so many trainers out there that have bought into the lie, are marketing lie, and these are the people are trying to basically shut down the conversation. But at the same time, they're marketing. Okay, understand that they're basically what they're saying is, hey, I don't have to be accountable. I can put out this information for dog owners. I don't have to be accountable, and no one should question anything that I have to say, regardless of all the problems. No one should question any of it. And this is what's happening. This is how dysfunctional this is. And so my point is, if you want to go out and sell vacuum cleaners or something, I have nothing to say about it. But in terms of dog training and this process being marketed, oh yeah, I'm going to keep talking about it. So, that's just the way it is. So people can go on all day long about what I have to say and ignore all the problems and try to pass it off and try to distract and just continue to market and push this lie. But I'm going to speak up about it right to the end. That's just how it's going to be. That's the way it's always been. And I raise my voice to it. So like it or don't like it, understand this is the dog training community that is complaining, right? Because they don't care. I mean, understand that this is what they've done. They've sold out to the lie. They've been turned over to it, and they'll go on about negativity and stuff. Well, when they're really, this whole positive messaging it's packaged up by way of this lie. Now, a lie can feel really good. A lie can, offer, a false hope to this counterfeit picture, but the, end result of it is complete disaster. Okay, and the blame shifting. And understand, these same trainers are the ones that don't hesitate, don't even blink an eye when it comes to blaming the dog as the problem. Understand, these are the same individuals that are carrying on that, because that's how it works. They call it displaced blame. It'd be like the permissive parent who says, "Oh, I don't know why my son, punched the other child in the face." Like, that type of situation where they can get away with it. And this is what these trainers are doing. They've gotten away with this. And so I'm putting the information out, and they're only upset because, they know there's truth to what I'm saying. They don't want to confront any of it, right? And a lot of them have been turned over to it. They've been led into this lie, and they've embraced it. So all to say is I'm going to continue to speak out. Check out my website. I put out information. I don't market the same as these trainers at all. Okay, the information I put out, I agree, it can be very challenging, but it's the truth. Okay, understand that it's 100% the truth. I care about people. I care about dogs, and I'm speaking up because I do care. And these trainers, they'll talk about everything except the problem. Okay, understand, they're never going to confront it. They'll try to shut it down. They'll try to accuse other people of being negative, because they're not about that. They're not about the truth that way. Okay, they've embraced this lie, and that's it. And a lot of them are going right to the max. I say right to the end. Okay, right to the end. That's just how this is working. Thanks for watching.